Good morning. What's left of it? Today, we're going to jump into something that is deep, the guaranteed way to make money, the hustler's kung fu methodology, the path to success. If you do this, you will make money. No hands and doubts about it. But we have many people here who are not the sturdiest of material. I should warn you that this is hard. This is not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen next year. But if you follow the information that I am going to give to you in this live stream, yes, it's live for the folks who don't think things are live, you will be guaranteed to make a lot of money. Okay? Just saying. So, part of this is, and one of the reasons I'm doing this on this Sunday morning is there is a lot of this going on. And what I mean by that is so many people are like this. And I'm not calling names, I'm not even going to point you to anything. But this lack of substance, this lack of having the ability to weather adversity or just to work hard is missing in some human beings. It's just gone. It's just like not there. And I think part of this, and I'm not going to get into a social economic whole thing. What I'm going to say is that many people need a new education. You have to reformat this thinking process. This is really, really big. I mean, I can't stress how important that is. So hold on a second. I am going to be right back. Hey, this is Glendon Cameron, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu, the launch pad for wealth through entrepreneurship, hustling, and business development. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to watch all of the videos from the beginning to the end, and you will get the tools that you need to make some loot, to make some money. Now, as I reorientate myself here and get to the nitty gritty of why I'm doing this, part of the thing is, I think my duty is to educate people. And there are many people who have been educated by hustler porn that regardless of their skill sets, regardless of their ability to provide value in the world, that they can make a lot of money for just simply breathing. I mean, that's really the thing. It's just like, I breathe, I need that money. Help me out, hook me up, catch me outside, do all other stuff. And it's become an epidemic because when you tell people that you're going to have to work, that you're going to have to put forth, and I'm going to go real deep in this, to make money, people become a little upset. They become a little, what's the word? Cantankerous, evil. Yes, that's what it is. They become evil and they start doing stuff that doesn't help out other people. And it becomes a very sad state of affairs. You have many people who just do not want to provide service for the world. I'm going to give you some examples. I'm playing around here. Okay. I will be back. I'm not going anywhere, because part of the thing is it's about the apprenticeship. And one of the things that I used to really love about, we're going to go with, what's this, Asian philosophy, I thought was just a really big thing, that you had to work, that you had to be the baddest dude in the dojo to earn everyone's respect. You had to be that cat. You had to be someone worthy. And the apprenticeship process, which is what I have put myself through, there's two ways you can go through an apprentice process. You can pay for it, or you can create your own program. I created my own program. Now, one of the things that's really hard for many people, so play around with these cameras, aha, there we go, is the lack of discipline and consistency and delayed gratification. It creates a huge problem in our society where many people are, I don't know what's the word for it. They're just out here doing stuff. They're just out here, not really producing, not making money, not being a good citizen. So we're going to solve all that. Now, this is what I did. Now, I'll get close to the microphone in a second as I get all my stuff together. So we're going to solve all that. Now, this is what I did. All right, hold on a second. Let me, there we go. All right, we should be good to go. Hold on a second. There might be a little delay as I switch over. Okay, I'm going to give you this apprentice deal. Now, what is apprenticeship? What does that do? How does that help you make a lot of money? I know that's the burning question that is on your mind, right? Well, all right, we are cooking with gas. Apprenticeship is very important because it sets the stage for wealth. Going back to the dojo thing, when someone would go to kung fu school or one of those things, they didn't just walk into school with, I'm the man, teach me your best kung fu, teach me your best tactics and stuff. They didn't walk in there like that. They had to do an apprenticeship. They had to bring water up from the river. They had to bust rocks. They had to move rocks. They had to tend to the garden. What many people miss with this is when you do these things, it creates a work ethic. It creates discipline. It creates a better person. It makes you more robust, right? So here's the apprenticeship that I put myself through 2009. I didn't know how to do YouTube. I didn't know how to set up a blog. I didn't know how to do Facebook. I didn't know how to do Facebook groups and stuff like that. I had to teach myself. Now, here's the thing, and I want you to hear me on this. From 2009, July 15th, 2009 to roughly October 2009, I was in this massive apprenticeship thing. I worked 8 to 12 hours a day without pay. Building this YouTube channel, you can go to the front of the channel, hit the about state, and you can see this. And you can look at all of the videos. You can see the trajectory. You can see how my video style has changed. You can see this. What I'm telling you is not what I think will work. I'm telling you what I know works because I did it. And from summer of 2009 to the winter, so 6 months, I started making some sales in October. They started to increase every month, but for months and weeks, I worked full time without pay. I did an apprenticeship. I invested in me to get this, and it's called delayed gratification. Now, the reason I'm going here is there's so many people who are there's this conversation, and I'm just going to put this out here. There are many of you who you haven't done much in life, and this isn't a slam or me trying to talk down to you. It's me trying to make a point that many of you who disagree with my principles, which is fine, challenge me. I don't care. But when the challenge goes to the scared little bitch commentary, I have a problem with that, because what happens with these people is that they will start to attack my supporters. There's a lot of people who support me. There's people who bought every product I put out since 2009, and they'll come in the comments, and this person who is unprepared for success, we'll say that, will come in with these false notions, false narratives of how success should be when they have no success. And they'll start saying stuff like, someone needs to help me. No, you need to help yourself. People, and this is the point I was making, they're trying to get people to work for nothing. If you are working for $1 an hour, you're not working for nothing. You may not be at the wage that you want, but you're not working for nothing. And the language is a very important thing. how you talk to yourself, how you express yourself in public, because I put up that, a single mother would like to make 15.75 an hour. It's like, I don't know about that, man. You have no money. And this is one of the things that gets me really irritated. There are people with no money, with no jobs, nothing, but, oh, they ain't enough money. You're making nothing for real, but somehow, because that income level isn't appropriate to your mind, you for somehow don't want to do it, even though you may be broke, even though you may be living with your parents, even though you may be living in a bad situation, even though maybe you are a chick living with a dude you don't care about, but he's dicking you down every night because you got to have a place to stay. Those are not good situations to be in, but you have people in those situations who act like they have choices and decision-making power while time is just slipping away. So when I hear that stuff, I get upset, because I'm telling you guys, this is what you have to do to be successful. Delayed gratification. You need to have strategy. You need to have a plan. And with the Houston video, which a lot of people have a problem with, it's like, I don't want to move. Don't move. Don't move. I just said this is an incredible opportunity for a chosen few who are going to make a lot of loot, who are going to become rich, then become wealthy. Everybody ain't going. Nobody wants to work that hard. And that's the whole thing with apprenticeship. This is the guaranteed path to making money. If you take yourself and you set up for some period of time where you're going to just devote yourself to something, because there's another thing that people want for me to pick what they should be doing, for me to go ahead and decide for them what they should be doing. Now, that's a really dangerous place to be, because when you start making those kind of decisions and things go wrong, you catch all the blame. You need to put on your big boy pants, your big girl panties, and make those decisions yourself. You need to start walking out on execution. Now, let's just kind of go back in time. 2009, I was coming out of a business, and this is very important. Because I was coming out of a business, I did not come to YouTube and the internet with this, I'm going to get really rich, I'm going to make a lot of money really quick. I never had that mindset. Why? Because I was coming from a business. I knew how hard it was to make money. That's why when I see these people like, oh, and I've had people fight me, it's like, oh, you don't have to work that hard, Glendon. No, you don't. You don't have to work that hard. There's ways to get around that. Shoot, if you're working 12 hours a day, you're working too hard. You're doing something wrong. You think Google was built on an 8-hour per day work schedule? You think Facebook was built on an 8-hour per day work schedule? You think BP, British Petroleum, was built on an 8-hour work schedule? Wells Fargo, the bank, built on an... None of these. Apple built on 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, weekends off? No, none of these corporations or Amazon, these things that you worship and you bring up in the comments, none of these things were built working 8 hours a day with weekends off and taking 3 to 4 vacations. Most of these companies' founders worked 12, 18 hours a day for years before their companies became these mega successes. That's just reality. All right, so let me get in the chat room real quick. See what we got going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's up, Diana? What's up, Lucifer? What's up, Famone? Marcel? Sade Holiday, what's up? Victoria, what's going on? Moist equals weak. Yes, it does. What's up, Dimitri? What's up, Lamont? What's up, Donnie K? What's up, Lucifer? What's up, Carlton? Loving Life Pen. Let's see. Famone, question. Have you dealt with customers stealing from you? Have you dealt with counterfeit, and how did you combat that with fake currency? I never had that problem. I've had stuff that I bought out of a unit that was stolen, and that really wasn't a problem. So I don't know. I've never had anyone give me counterfeit money. I've never experienced that one. What's up, Latoya? To all the folks who are in Miami, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, lower parts of Alabama. Be safe, because this is looking to be crazy. Let's see. Donnie K. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill talks about that drifter mentality. Shelly Jones, wash off, wash on, paint the fence, build discipline and muscle memory. Yes, exactly. Ben the bartender, everyone has to eat their share of shit sandwiches. When you level up, you get to make them. I like that. Let's see. Let's go down here. Oh, whoa, whoa. I actually went a little bit quick. Have a great day. Let's see. Loving life, pin my job of 16 years, cut all my hours, but I'm not quitting to that. There's something, I have something else. Wow. What's up, Conscious? What's up, Small Engine? No, you don't want. I like that. What's up, Marcus? Alexis, what's going on? Ganji88, execution matters. I'm posting up Craigslist ads. I'm going to get into that in a minute. What's up, Marquise? Let's see. Douglas, what's up? CJ, what's up? Finally caught a live video. I've been doing them, man. Uptown Graphics, what's going on? The Horton. What we do during these streams is we stick to the general subject, so when someone comes later after it renders, they don't get confused. So that is something I don't know about anyway, and if I did, I wouldn't talk about it. What's up, Levinsky? The Move to Houston video was so good, a guy remade the whole video on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen some people jump on that. What's up, Starscream? What's up, Michael? What's up, Rhonda? Money Boy Films. What's going on? Uptown Graphics. I broke up with a girl who said I worked too hard. You know, that's really funny about that, because there's some women who really appreciate a hardworking man, and there's some women who want you to sit up under them all the time. But the minute that the money is funny, then they get funny with you, but not in a ha-ha way. I know what you want. I know I went through that, Uptown. Just keep grinding. Another one will come along. Sammy Sim, that's why boxers jump rope. Glendon, most of the storage units in DC and Maryland don't do storage auction. I have been so out of that business. I think everything went online. Anthony Morgan, what's going on? Saxy Moxie, what's up? So I'm here, baby. Frankie Guns. I mean, the whole thing is, another reason that I'm doing this stream is I have people who are in this situation where they want to make money, but they want to make guaranteed money. So going back to how I'm putting this out, everything that I have put this kind of effort into has paid off handsomely. Now, here are the stipulations in the fine print and the details. Timetables don't matter. I didn't know when this thing was going to take off, and I'm going to tell you my goals. They were very, very simple. I'm going to write this book. I'm going to get a publishing deal. Then I'm going to be a great American. It was getting the deal was more important to me than the money. That's before I became educated about the publishing business, which now I understand. I don't even care about book deal now. But, and I should be clear, if you wanted to do books and be on CNN and you wanted to be on Oprah or Ellen, traditional publishing is a good way to get you on those shows. But with the internet, if you hit, you can still get on those shows. So I went through this process. And like I said, it was hard. I woke up every day. I had headaches because I didn't know what I was doing. And I understood from coming from a business background that unless I created desired value, and there's desired value and there's perceived value. Many people have perceived value. It's like going back to, I'm not going to work for that per wage per hour. I had a situation up here in this office with someone who took his offer letter, but later on was unhappy with the pay. This person was paid to draw all day. That was their job, draw all day. And they really wasn't pushing like I should have been pushing. And they were very, very upset. And I said this to this person. I said, if you think you're that good of an artist, you go out there in the marketplace, you go out there into the world and see if you can sell your art and make what you're making here. That's just the realness of it, because when people start to become disgruntled like that, and they don't feel that they're, because it's a value thing. It's like, I'm not getting paid enough, so I don't feel value. Half that, the other foot's already out the door. And one day he just got up and left, just left. So when you have that perceived value that you are worth this, until you go out and test it and put it in the marketplace and have people give you money, it's just perceived value. Now, I knew that I had no value coming to YouTube. I had none. I realized that nobody knew who I was. I wasn't helping anybody. I was just another person on the internet trying to make some money. I knew that I was dealing with that. So I started to create value, which took time, which took a lot of effort. I went through my own apprenticeship with YouTube. I went through my own apprenticeship with blogging. I went through my own apprenticeship with Facebook. And that's why I learned so much, because I was learning. And, for some of you who've been around for a while, YouTube has done so many great things in terms of uploading videos. I used to have to use this tool called Handbrake to reduce the size of the video to upload it to YouTube, which took 2 to 4 hours. And I couldn't even use my computer when that stuff was going down, because it took so much of that Toshiba's processing power. And so many people have this perceived value that they are worth X, Y, and Z. But when they come out here and they go out to real people, because here's another thing, no one gives a fuck about you. I know right now we got people doing beautiful things for these folks who are losing their homes, and hopefully we don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to hope that the Florida situation with Irma isn't as bad as they say. I hope it is, but Houston's already happened. You've got people outpouring all kinds of help, donating money, driving down there to help. These are exceptional situations. These are not the norm. And I got a question out there for those of you out there who feel that someone should help you, that someone should give you their time, someone should help you for free. How many of you go out in the world every day, find people who are hurt, and help them with no expectation of any remuneration? And remuneration is pay. How many of you do that? Because here's the thing, no one cares. When you're in this situation, and this is something you'll learn in marketing, when I put out something, I don't care how lit I think it is. I don't care how hard I think it hits. If you guys don't think it's hidden, it ain't hidden. And if you guys don't think it's valuable, you ain't buying. I don't care what I think. It doesn't matter if I want to get that bread. It just does not matter. And that's one big problem that a lot of these emotional ticking time bombs have. They think that they're worth more than they really are. And then when they slam into the reality of the truth, they get mad and start accusing people. It's a conspiracy. You don't like me. I don't even know you. Yeah, that was another thing. It's like, he doesn't like me. You were not here to be liked. You were here to work and other stuff. Mike Curry, get a passport. Money Boy Films, keep doing your thing. What's up, Jose? Let's see. No, Frankie, one of the things that I do, everything that I teach, everything that I talk about, I know, well, I've done it or I'm doing it. I know nothing about pawn shops, so that'll probably never happen. What's up, Sean? What's up, Lauren? Yeah, those handbrake days were no joke. What's up, Raquel? Yep, just walked out like a bitch. Rockstone, the beta mentality, never having a taskmaster sensei produces a rebellious child like mentality whose only power is the power not to follow someone's instructions. I have a friend. He calls these people demo people. Since they can't build, they destroy. And that's what happens because, going back to the comments, because, if you disagree with me, fine. We can have a little chit chat in the comments. But the minute that you turn into bitch mode, I turn into pimp mode. And we know what pimps do to bitches. You act like a bitch, you get treated like a bitch. And at that point, I have no more respect for you. I have no more respect for your opinion. And I'm just going to delete your comments and keep it moving because you're not trying to build anything. You're trying to tear shit down because you don't have the ability to build nor the humility to realize you ain't worth as much as you think you are. That's a big thing. Because when you come in and realize that, okay, I am not the man, I am not the woman, I am just a regular person, then the truth emerges. Let's see. What's up, Conscious Marcus? So far, good in Central Florida, but it's supposed to get bad later on tonight. Hopefully not. Gas stations were trying to sell cases of bottled water for $80. That's supply and demand. What's up, West Laws? It took me a long time to understand the world does not care about you. The world does not care about what you're passionate about. The world only cares about making money or serving them. I mean, that's the reality. And a lot of people have a hard time accepting that. So we're about to have not technical difficulties, but I see something's about to happen. So I'll be right back. Okay. In a minute, there will be absolutely no sounds because I got one bar on the batteries and I don't know how long this is going to go. So not to disrupt the flow, I'm going to change the batteries. So while you're sitting there, I wish I had some interlude music, but I don't. Just be sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not. And if you are looking to come up, stay around for a minute because at the end, I'm going to talk about Hustle Camp. I'm not going to talk about it right now. So hold on. We're about to go dead right about now. Okay, let's see, make sure that we're back. All right, we're back in effect. I'll be right back. Got all kinds of crazy stuff going on here because we work on Sundays. Okay, so let's get back to the comments. Let's see. All right, where are we here? All right. Sweet ecstasies. Thanks you for saying the hard needed truth. Greetings from Santiago, Chile. Hopefully hurricane doesn't destroy Florida. Hey, how's it going down there in Chile? Just out of the way, Mr. Izzy Real 555. Frankie Guns, get the baby powder ready because Glenn is going to be slim. Famone, the college comes to Jeopardy thing. You're funny, Ben. The college grads get reality checks on their pay. I'm amazed at how shitty they get paid for the amount of time and money they spend in school. See, here's the thing with that. You're paid based upon how easy it is to replace you. Hence, going back into the thing with value, right? So if you create incredible value for yourself, your pay is going to be substantially higher than someone with less value. This kind of goes back to the apprenticeship. This goes about with delayed gratification. This goes with you devoting yourself and committing to something which many people don't do. Let's see. People are selfish at their very CJ Lee. People are selfish at their very core. That's why part of why hustler porn works. I agree. It speaks to making money without true contribution. One of the things I learned in a sales course, and it was this trainer, and he was saying, everyone's tuned into WIIIFM. What's in it for me? And when you position your business to answer that question, that's when you get paid. Because like I said, I get people who send me like these romantic emails about, hey, let's get on the phone and talk about my ambition. And I'm like, no, because talking about your ambition is not going to do anything for your ambition. And that's a big thing that I had to learn. I went through that journey myself many years ago. It's not about what you say, it's about what you do, and it's about that execution. And without that execution going on, you can have the best business plan, you can have all of this good stuff, right? And then nothing happens because you're not executing. I had this guy, and I remember his name. He was a GED guy. Well, actually, he went back and got his GED, but he dropped out of school. He was living with his grandmother. He saw my storage auction book, the first one, the one that was jacked up, the one that had all the typos and stuff. He bought that book, right? And he executed. And he was like, dude, I don't know why people hating, man. It's like, I've never made this kind of bread in my life. I just made $1,200 this week. I can actually pay all my bills. I can give my grandma some money. Dude moved out of his grandma's house. Now he lived, I think, in either Oklahoma or somewhere out there. But within 6 months, he moved out of grandma's house, got his own house, got a girl. They had a baby. And as far as I know, he's still living that life. He executed. He executed every day. Derek W. Hustler porn is the Lamborghinis. Is when hustler porn is this. You're on YouTube, right? This video comes on, and there's this guy. They're in a mansion, or they're going to a helicopter, or they're getting in a private jet, and they'll just talk about this great lifestyle, right? But they never tell you actually what they do to make money. It's like a system or it's a blueprint. There are no details. There's no details, whatever. That's hustler porn. It's flashy stuff to make your hindbrain go, oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. Get that hindbrain gassed up. And then the next thing you know, you just spent that bread on something that makes you no bread. Sweet Ecstasy. What advice do you have for designers and creative professionals where most of our value comes from both skill, ingenuity, and the ability to emotionally provoke people to buy our weird shit? I am a writer. I am a video dude. I'm a creative. Well, not a professional. I guess I am a professional, but no, I'm a creative. Once again, the advice does not change. It's the same. You've got to create enough value into somebody who will say, hey, if you're in the art world, you got people out there paying, 36 mil for a Jason or Jackson Pollock. So the money's out there, but you got to create that value. Sam Shin. Well, hustle porn for me is different than that. What others probably think hustle porn is unusable information. Could be. What's up, Stadium Status? What's up, Conscious again? He's all up in here. Really? That's crazy. I am Junior Runt 2. Do you think these two hurricanes will help lead to that recession you spoke about? If not, what will cause it? Number one, the recession is going to happen regardless of hurricanes. It may accelerate it. That's what happened in 9/11, the recession we experienced. It just made it happen quicker. I don't know. I don't really know, because part of it is so many things were messed up, because like I said, we don't know what happened in Florida, and I don't want to forecast massive damage. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope like at the last moment, the hurricane veers off and doesn't really do anything, but it's a hard thing to call on that one, but the recession is going to happen anyway. It's just a matter of time. You're down there in Chile, expecting major earthquake in November has something to do with what happened in Mexico. Can't escape nature no matter where you live. Wow, that's true. It's really, really true. Nilla Bean, what advice do you have for someone starting a partnership that's 90%? First of all, on that, I can't really advise you, because I'm gonna be real. I have no idea what you're doing. And here's one of the things, and I'll explain this. And this kind of goes back into the hustler's path of success. Like when I have clients, we'll have anywhere from 30 to 40 conversations about what they're trying to do, because you know in your head where you want to be, but you may not convey that. Or you might be in the case, I had one client who's like brilliant, and it took like 50 conversations to get all the stuff out their head, because when you do what you do, you don't think it's that special, right? And I'm just like, this is gold. This is gold. You can make money with this. It's like, really? So for me to give you a good answer, I would have to talk to you, and I'm not doing any one-on-one consulting anymore. Not like that. So what's up, Zim? What's up, BJ Scroll? So you have these situations, because let's talk about the no one cares about your pain. I don't know if I can do it. Hold on a second. Can I? I think I can. Hold on a second. I think we got the power today. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to recommend this article. Let's see. No, because it was really good. It was written a while. Let's see. I think it's called. Let's see. All right. We have, don't tell me my keyboard's dead. It might be. Oh, well, I can't do that. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm on this, right? Because, you know, when there isn't one way, there's another way. This article is written by Cracked, and it really explained a lot of these concepts. And I'm trying to think, what is the name? I think it's like no one. Hold on. And if you don't know, Crack's a pretty good place to go. All right, here it is. 6 harsh truths that will make you a better person. It was written December 2012. I knew it was a while, but I remembered it. Let's see. I have to go in here, and I have to angle the phone. Will that even work? Well, let's try it like this. I'm doing all kinds of stuff because I really want y'all to get this. All right. That's kind of working. There it is. 6 harsh truths that will make you a better person. And I'm gonna leave that for a second. Go check it out. And it talks about this stuff because there was this one example where you're a good person, right? And you're walking down the street, and there's this person on the sidewalk who needs a doctor, but you're a good person. And you go there and like, hey, what can I do? And the person's like, I need a doctor. And the guy's like, well, I'm not a doctor, but what else can I do? And the guy's like, fuck you, I need a doctor. That's the reality of it. And many people don't get that, because just because you're a good person and you haven't harmed the environment, no one gives a fuck. What can you do to make me happy? What can you do to serve me? Give an example, like someone that posted about the water, right? Going for $80. When the store goes out of business and starts selling stuff at a massive sell-off, no one goes, well, wow, that's unfortunate. It's like you be in there like this, getting your deals. You see the fights and stuff on Black Friday, right? That's humanity. Black Friday sales, that's humanity. That's the real deal. Yeah, the upside is crazy. We're not talking about Bitcoin. I'm going to say this. Part of this thing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is, what's the premise here? You can buy low, sit on it, make a lot of money. You ain't really doing shit. Buy Bitcoin. Get into the cryptos. I got Bitcoin. I've held on to it, but it is not going to make me the kind of money that I would make by doing this. It ain't going to come close. Let's say if I bought it way back when and held it, so that was 7 years. So if I took like 2,000 and bought a bunch of shares, that'd probably be worth like 3 to 5 million. I'm not even sure. I made more than that doing this. And this is the thing, and I want you to hear me on this. Forget about coming up efficiently, because that's what they'll tell you. I'm being efficient. I'm not trying to work too hard. You will learn more stuff by being inefficient. And what I mean, let's go back to my apprenticeship with the Craigslist ads. It took me 3 months to figure it out, and I was writing every day. I was inefficient, but a lot of stuff came up. A lot of things that other people still to this day don't know that I learned by being inefficient, because my journey wasn't to get to some place super quick. My journey was to sell products every day. So I didn't see any end point. So I just kept investing and kept investing. And I still use those skills that I developed all those years ago today. MZ Dance Alcoholic. Oh my God, I was just binge watching your video. You're the truth. Keep up the good work. Well, welcome to the fam, or as I like to say, the G-verse. John Clifford, I'm 17 trying to get rich over this coming recession. Work, John, work. I got some stocks, but I'm quote like not in the market like everyone else. It's complicated. I think at some point we will get into the crypto thing, but we're 35 years out. I think apps. Once again, good question. I'm going to show you some on the apps because everyone wants to talk about apps. How many apps on your phone that you use every day? Building an app is easy. Getting people to use that app is hard, and that's where the money is. All right, let's see. Alexis Thomas just completed a coding boot camp. Switched from engineering to software development, thinking about writing an ebook for beginners and people looking to learn coding. I would say this is probably going to sound very harsh. Don't write that book. Don't write that book at all. What you do, and this is another thing, and this is kind of part of the hustler porn world. You have people who have like this much experience, right? Then they go out and they start writing books and stuff. There was this girl who she wrote a book on YouTube. You know, her Facebook was good, her Instagram was good, her Twitter was good. The book that she wrote about YouTube, her channel sucked, but she's writing a book about how to do YouTube. And I know this kind of, harsh and unkind, but get 2 to 6 years experience in whatever you're going to write about or try to sell. I know people like, no, Glenda, no. I'm not trying to do that. No. I'm just trying to help you out, letting you know that if you do that, it will go much better. What's up, Yolanda? Let's see, where are we? Zim, I'm learning copywriting now. It's a process. I will tell you one thing with the copywriting. If you stick with that, for a while, and then you start writing fiction, you're going to write better fiction, because what is copywriting? Copywriting is, bam, you want this title. What does this title do? It's like, hey, look at me. Then you want that opening line. Look at me, now read this next line. And the next line is, look at me, read the next line. So essentially, like you said, it's a process, title, and essentially you want to write in a way that they actually read the whole copy and then take action. If you can do that in a fiction book, craziness. See, let's talk about Snapchat. Because this kind of goes into the hustler porn thing. This goes to the heart of it. You go ahead, you build an app, you get crazy users, and then you sell to Facebook, Google, or Apple, right? That's the play. Now, everyone heard of jet.com, which was bought by Walmart for like $3 billion, right? How much money do you think Jet was spending on ads per day? Just take a wild guess how much money they were spending on ads per day. Just put it off in the comments. Because if you have this app that no one knows about, no one cares about, you got to promote it. It could be a great app. It could serve people very well, but no one knows. So you've got to market that app. So let's see how many people would great guess. Let's see, where we were. Snapchat charges companies millions to be seen on their feed. Because like I said, I don't know anything about Snapchat. I'm not on it. Alexis Thomas been watching videos and trying to figure out a business that I can start building now that aligns with tech. You got to figure that out. If you don't know what you want to do, you need to experiment. You need to try something and see if you like it. It's like dating. I like Bill. I don't like Bill. I like Sue. I don't like Sue. I mean, essentially, that's what you got to do. Michael Gonzalez thinks Jet's spending $1 million per day. Status, I've never seen a Snapchat ad. Marquise Barton, 50, 100K. Mr. Danceaholic, 2 million. Zim, 5 million. They were spending about 7 to 10 million a day on ads. 7 to 10 million per day. So to put that out there to give you some perspective on what it takes to take a non-household brand and turn it into a brand, it takes a lot of money and a lot of time, or a combination of both. Rockstone, harsh truth number 3. You hate yourself because you didn't do anything 10 years ago. My long-term relationship ended with me thinking I'm alpha because I'm solving her problems but not developing my own. That's deep, man. That's deep. Because the thing is, if you put in the work, and, you know, kind of go back to Alexis thing, you know, she'll know what to do. If you put in the work on something, and let's just say at the end of the day, you're like, I don't want to do this. This is not my thing. I'm not feeling it, right? You will develop skill sets that could be appropriate to the next thing. Like, all right, my first 5 businesses failed. And some people are like, don't say that. I was like, I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I didn't give up on business number 1. I'm proud I didn't give up on business number 2. I'm proud I didn't give up on number 3. I'm proud I didn't get on number 4. And I'm proud that I didn't give up on number 5, because if I didn't do that, I would never got to business 6 and started making some bread. I'm real proud of that. And I was trying to figure it out. So start a business, go out there, talk to people, try to sell it. That's what you got to do. You can have someone give you a business model that you don't really care about. You just care about the bread. And in time, you're going to hate that, because what is that going to be? It's going to become a job. So like I said, you can do it either way. Yolanda, nope, we don't need an artist. We're going in a totally different direction. My thoughts are restaurants can be great businesses if you know how to run a restaurant, which many people don't. Having the money to get the lease and sign the contracts does not mean that your restaurant's going to be successful. Stadium status, losing is tough, be the best thing for you. Yeah, because the thing is, let's go back to how I started off the stream. I knew that coming to YouTube, writing a book, introducing myself to the internet was going to be hard. I had no false illusions of how hard this shit was going to be. So I came in ready to win and put in time and effort. Let's see. Thoughts on the retail apocalypse. Once again, if you can provide value and you know how to manage the numbers, you can still make money with retail. Big retail, mass market retail, that's on its way out. But boutique, handcrafted, all day long. Nilla Bean, great question. Did you run those 5 initial businesses as sole proprietorships? I did. I did not know what I was doing. See, I have the humility to say that I didn't know what I was doing. I just I want to be a business owner. Many of you have that same thought process. I didn't have an LLC. I just wanted to make some bread. So I would get some stuff. I would go out and try to sell it, and it wouldn't work out. The first business I tried was a picture with your pooch. I went out and spent $1,500 on a credit card on this Pentax camera. I was in the military at the time. I had a phone line installed in my room, and I spent like $500 on Atlanta Journal advertising and did not get one phone call. Nothing. Complete, absolute failure. But I learned a lot. I didn't get into the LLCs and getting that business lesson until later. Let's see. I don't know. The audio's fine on my end. Yeah, marketing is huge. And this is one of the things with any business you have, you're going to learn marketing. Well, if I didn't do an LLC or a sole proprietorship, it was all personal liability, Nillabine. Mr. Izzy Real Stadium, you selling hamburgers or steak? The restaurant I worked at made 50,000 in one night. Mr. Dave Washington, I can hear it crystal clear. Okay. Somebody may need to refresh their browser. Nillabine. What's going to happen? And let's see, where are we with this? Because I try to keep them under an hour. Okay, I'll get into the hustle camp. This is Vanilla Bean. This is my thoughts on LLCs and everything. In the hustle camp, what we're going to do for you is teach you how to balance out, which is get a grip on your budget. Now, I know, like, I don't want to make money. I don't want to do my budget. Well, if you make more money and you don't manage the money that you currently have, you're going to mess up the new money. So it's very important. I'm going to take you through that process, find out if you have a net worth. If you don't have a net worth, get your numbers. Then we're going to increase your income, hustle, side gigs, stuff like that. And then you get into the business. There's going to be an LLC course in Hustle Camp, but I don't think you need an LLC if you're going to be doing like some kind of side business like I was until you get into something real. Like, let's say you're going to do a restaurant. Yeah, before you do anything, you need to do an LLC because of food liability. But if you're going to do like hustling on eBay, no, you don't need an LLC. Or it just really depends, because my thing is to give you the right information, to train you right, and you need to do certain things to build that foundation. So an LLC is probably like step 4. First thing is increase your income. It really is a highly subjective question, because if somebody was starting a trucking company, they got to do an LLC. If someone was starting a lawn service, you can get away with it for a while. Let's see. Sure thing, Nillabine. Sales team, what was your first for business failures? It was a picture with the pooch. There was this stupid magazine that, what was it called? Because they still exist. Essentially, they send you a magazine, right, with these high ass prices, and then you sell them, and then the difference is yours, right? Except the prices were so high, you could pretty much only sell it for a little bit over what you would pay to get it, and that didn't work. Then let's see, picture with the pooch, that business. Then I tried to do a lawn service, but I didn't know what I was doing. I actually bought a truck, no LLC. And this is funny. I actually drove around with a notebook, and I put in there my lawn service with my phone number on it, and illegally, don't do this, illegally stuffed this in people's mailbox. Someone actually called me from doing that. I did, it was wild. It was wild. So that was a failure. Then the janitorial service, kind of broke even, but I was through one of those franchises. And then I consider the office furniture business a failure, even though I did 1.3 million, but I didn't make any profit. So it really wasn't a failure. And then the storage auction business. Well, actually, wait a minute. The GC Solutions, when I was selling used furniture, that was successful. And then when I converted to the new furniture, I did sell. I just didn't make a lot of profit. So that was it. Then GC, the upsell garage sale, took off, made money from day one. Yeah, most people, Levinsky, a lot of people mess up their bread, and that's the problem. This is what I learned in the storage auction business. I used to read people's tax returns. It was so interesting to me. I would sit there for hours reading their love letters and tax returns, and I saw it over and over and again. Business people making great money, but they had no budget. And then when bad times come, as they always do, they had no money in the bank, they had no reserves, no developed credit lines that they could access. Business failed. What's up, Benjamin? What's up to one Lightfoot? What about a YouTube channel or website? Should you tie that under an LLC? I'm going to give you a little game for free here. Yes. Let's say YouTube, if you create a YouTube channel and you put in an LLC and YouTube deletes that channel, that LLC cannot have another YouTube channel. But if you put that YouTube channel in your name and they delete it, you cannot have another YouTube channel. So yeah. No, he ain't being silly. That's a real question. That is a real question because there's so many things I'm not even going to get into because we go off into a whole different conversation. But there's a way to take an LLC for a YouTube channel and actually save a lot of money with your taxes. So, Yolanda Smith, I don't feel people know how to be humble, whether it's because of the bringing up, or just don't care. I would say it's your upbringing. That has a lot to do with it. Nilla Bean actually had the same question. It's not a silly question. That's actually a good question. No, I failed. I failed brutally. That first one where I lost like 2 grand. Now, fortunately, I was in the military. I still had money because that's how I looked at it. It's like I got a place to stay. I can go to the mess hall and eat. So I could put all my money into building these businesses. Tiger Shark Studios. Yep. No one cares about your pain. Taking me 10 years to train my family on money management. Still need work, but it's a start for them. Congratulations. Miss Monique, what about, we discussed the LLC aspect before, but what about business insurance? I'm looking at insurance options. It's all about risk. If you have risk, you have assets that can be harmed or stolen, you need insurance. So that's what you got to look at. Just talk to good real insurance agents and they will help you out. What's up, Johnny Storage? I have an investor that's investing with no interest on return. What should I invest in my business to scale my business? Once again, like I say, that gets into consulting, and I just don't have the time for that. This year, I've actually turned away people. I've turned deals away. I like a $40,000 deal. I didn't have time to do it. So that's going to just join Hustle Camp because that's where I'm going to do a lot of stuff. Sweet accessory. Did being in the military give you some leverage in terms of discipline and finance? Absolutely. Absolutely. Sure thing, Dewan. T King, I paid off all my personal debt last week. Congratulations. I have a C Corp and applying for an LLC soon to get rental properties. Which of your courses should I register for? I am not doing real estate, but in terms of, if you're going to do real estate, we're not going to even really talk about real estate and Hustle Camp. So I don't think you even have a course for you. Be straight up. Because if that's where you're going and that's what you want to do, we're going to be talking about other stuff like additional income, creating hustles and things like that, then getting to the businesses. So just kind of read over Hustle Camp stuff and kind of feel it out. Zim, damn, they really can do that. Yes. Do you use YouTube as the only source for your video marketing? I have gotten, I'm gonna just say this, and this isn't the brag or the boast, but from this YouTube channel, I've gotten people that and I met a few of them. I've gotten people to pay me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month to work for them on long-term contracts from this YouTube channel. See, once again, like I put in the video about business credit, one of the things that many of these people who have these courses that they do is they dumb down the information because if they tell you the truth, they're not going to sell as many. I have a business. I have additional sources of income. I don't have to lie to you to get your money. I can say, look, like matter of fact, just T King. I could have been like, yeah, man, join Hustle Camp. I was like, he just said, I'm doing real estate. He didn't say anything else. I said, it ain't a good fit. It ain't a good fit. See, because I got money coming in from other sources. I can actually do this the right way. Broderick, where did you learn about email list? I've always known about email lists. When I was selling office furniture, we had lists. Very, very important. What's up, Zola? Let's see. The Lightfoot, thanks for your service. I'm a vet. Did you go through EBW? What is EBV? I was in the Army, 92 Bravo. I mean, I didn't go to Iraq or anything. I was one of the fortunate ones. Anthony Morgan, do it. Let's see. Yolanda Smith, I listen from time to time. I would love to know about apprenticeships at YouTube. I pray I will be able to take some trainings once I'm able. All right, here's the thing. Do not worry about any apprenticeships at YouTube. Start making videos. You got a camera phone, go for it. Start making stuff. That's funny. Just start making videos. Alexis, I feel like there are many people that are interested in coding, but I don't understand the big picture and know where to start. I thought it would be a good niche to get into basic tips. There's all kind of girls code. There's so much noise to that. The thing is, and I'm just telling you from my perspective of being on YouTube and having people challenge my authority and look at my credibility. The stronger your foundation is, the easier it is for you to get rid of those trolls because they're going to come. And it's just like, okay, you've been coding for a year. Now you're writing a book. They're going to come at you. They're going to come for you with that. So if you go ahead and get some or do something magnificent or create some elegant code or do something big, then you that would be easier. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Johnny Storage, hey Glenn, I'm still in the storage auction game and it's changed a lot. Do you think the information in storage auctions A to Z still works for the new game? If it's not online auctions, because the book does not help you with quote bidding on online auctions, but every other process, yes. So it will help you. But the whole online thing is crazy. West Lawns 54B. So okay. All right. If you're not gonna do real estate. Okay, you want to sell and put your eggs in. Okay, then yeah, you can join Hustle Camp. Because all right. I can't really get into the details because we're going to be doing a lot of different stuff. I'm putting a lot of stuff together that only is going to happen in Hustle Camp. And I'll put this out next week because I ain't ready to put this out because I already know what happened. But there's going to be some good stuff coming on. As a person with a full-time day job and slowly building my business and available time, do you think Hustle Camp is a good fit? Yep. Will realistically a person with so much on their plate be successful? Yes. Here's the thing, and that's a good question, Miss Monique. Hustle Camp is going to take you about a year. It's not going to be overnight because of the things you said. One, you could have a family, you could have kids. You don't have 3 to 4 hours a night to devote to something like that. I know people putting out there, you get home and you work 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. As a person who ended up in a hospital emergency room for bleeding out with 4 ulcers, I don't recommend that. I just don't recommend that. But you can carve out 30 minutes to an hour a day. You can set up certain stages. You could take days off from work to do certain things. But the whole thing is the process of balancing out, getting your money together, looking at your life, net worth and stuff. You can do that and do your other stuff because that's very important. Janet King. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I did Janet King sometime. Ooh. Whoa. 24%. When I did it, it was 13%. Oh my God. 24. Jesus. Yes, Alexis, based on the questions you talked about, because we're going to do a lot of stuff. And just be honest, right now the pricing is developmental because I'm going to add more stuff because like I said, I'm going to have some stuff going on. I will let the people in Hustle Camp know about this stuff because it's just crazy. But you got to learn how to make more money first for 2 reasons. Many people are not used to having money in their life. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're the kind of person like once you get paid, you pay all your bills and stuff, you just can't let $1,000 sit in your checking. You just can't. It's going to be hard for you to run a business. Let's see. But how do you deal with a significant other who understands the basics of investing but doesn't want to budget money? You're going to have that conversation because the budgeting is going to be a very big part of that. The ulcers came from stress. It wasn't an age thing. It was stress. I mean, the video, which since my keyboard's dead, I can't go to it, but a booty call saved my life, man. For real. I went over to this girl's house and I woke up in the emergency room. If I had went to her house, I probably would have bled out at home. Yeah. So, okay. So for those of you who want to be part of Hustle Camp, all information is below. There's 2 ways you can get in. $600, one-time payment. You get full access to everything. The other thing, which aligns with the philosophy, is a pre payment plan, which means you will make all your payments before you have access to Hustle Camp. One, this is delayed gratification. Two, I'm teaching you and training you at the same time. So all that information is below. So there's like a 3-payment plan, a 4-payment plan, I think like a 6-payment plan. And once you make those payments, then my assistant or maybe I will just go ahead and bring you in and you get full access. So if you, I will say this, once I go through these, because this week there's going to be the pre-business boot camp. There's going to be the budgeting boot camp, and then there's going to be the fat camp. There's going to be 3 boot camps this week. So just letting you know. And once I get through those boot camps that I have listed, because I don't have my paper in front of me, then I'm going to raise the price. But that'll probably be the end of the month. I'm not sure. Just depends on how fast I go, because things are starting to move much, much faster now. All right. So I just want to say thanks, everybody that shared your Sunday morning with me. Links below. And if you hadn't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. And I'm out.